Hi, and welcome back to the third tutorial in the series, Creating Custom Definitions, where we're learning how to make a Python madlib, and we're making custom definitions in the process. Last time we made some custom definitions that will query for a noun, but the computer will ask us for one, and then we'll type it in. I'm going to show how to make some other definitions. Maybe we want to get other parts of speech in this tutorial, and also show you a technique where you can, instead of declaring a variable that's called noun1, noun2, noun3, you can actually just use the definition on the fly in the story that you're telling. So first we'll do that. We'll get our definitions on the fly instead of declaring them here as noun1, noun2, etc. So we can just use our definition, because our definition returns the word we want, and returning the word will return it to this area where we asked for a string with this %s. We'll just put that right in there in each instance. And so now we're not going to save any nouns, but we weren't saving them really anyway. So we've just cleaned up our code a little bit. We're getting the noun right when we need it in the story. I will save and run that just to show you that it works.
Give me a noun, and press enter.
We'll say pizza.
Give me a noun, and press enter.
Mouse.
Give me a noun, and press enter.
Truck.
Give me a noun, and press enter.
Coffee.
Now for the story. Once upon a time there was a pizza with 2 weak arms. The dog was very small and frail. One day a mean mouse spoke to the dog and said, "You are too weak. You must eat protein, truck." The dog was annoyed, but he started exercising daily. Pretty soon, he became stronger and more muscular. Now the dog shows off his coffee on his own workout videos sponsored by P89X. The end.
So that worked as expected, and which is pretty cool. And so now the simplest way to make a new definition, let's say we want adjectives instead of noun. Well, the way I'd start to do that might be to just copy this, make a new definition, give it a new name. We'll call it get adjective, ADJ. And now instead of saying give me a noun, we'll say give me an adjective. We'll even say an. Give me an adjective and press enter. And nothing else in this really has to change. Now the only thing we need to do is find out somewhere where there's an adjective. So one day a mean, we can say %s. So now over here we have to put this in parentheses for it to be returned properly. And the first thing we want is an adjective. And we'll have to have a comma in there. But we need to say get adjective instead of get noun. So now in this line only, we're saying one day a blank blank spoke to the dog and said, right? So just to make this a little faster, we're going to clean up all of the lines that we don't really want so that we can just expeditiously show that this works. So we just did a copy paste, a name change to the definition. We said give me an adjective instead of give me a noun. Now we're going to use that in our code, and it should work the way we expect it to. So it should ask for an adjective and then a noun.
Give me an adjective and press enter.
Say ugly.
Give me a noun and press enter.
Bike.
One day a ugly bike spoke to the dog and said.
All right. So that was a clear and easy way to create a new custom definition, to use it in our madlib. In our next tutorial, we're going to talk about how we might make our definition such that we can use one definition that could ask for a noun or ask for an adjective, and that might be a little easier to work with. We're going to expand our madlib to something where we'll record our parts of speech, and we'll save them as nouns or pronouns or adjectives or other parts of speech. If we wanted to get a very custom part of speech, like maybe we want a food or we want a number, and if we have to do something special for those, that's where we're going with all this. And we're going to learn about some of these programs and these modules that we're using. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.